Recorded.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Max. Hey, Zenner.
How y'all doing?
Hey, doing all right?
Oh, Sirtesh is saying he can't unmute himself.
Can you guys hear me? I got a message saying the host disallowed people to unmute themselves.
Sorry, I couldn't hear that.
Oh, I got a message saying the host did not allow participants to unmute.
I think he was joking.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah. That's funny. Whoosh.
Sure that no one has ever made that joke.
Is that a real painting behind you, Max? That's a virtual background.
Yeah. No blurring.
Mm. But did you paint it yourself?
Yes. No. Nah, my wife picked it up. She found it decorating.
Nice.
Looks good. That's a really nice frame too.
Yeah. It's got I do like me a chunky frame. They don't really do them much anymore.
Yeah. What is the painting of? Like, is it like a specific beach or?
I have no clue.
Okay.
A beach at sunset. Nona Taylor seems like the artist is. Yeah.
I pinged Rita if she's joining.
Welcome, Sigoth Lead. You're muted if you're talking.
No, I'm not talking. How's everyone doing?
Yeah, doing pretty good.
Your background looks different today.
Yeah, I'm in Denver now.
Oh, like forever?
Well, I don't know. I got here on Monday, and I think I'll stay till November. So, if you know if it's like coming and hanging out in Denver and grabbing a beer, let me know.
Nice.
Do I see a liquor selection above you? Is that Cuddy Shark or something like that?
I don't know. It looks like cheap stuff, if I'm honest. I guess Tito's isn't bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Are you
I'm
at
kind of
a
just
cafe or like a bar or?
no, it's a co-working space.
Ah,
So
okay.
it's called like green space because of all the
Oh.
trees, I think. Yeah.
Looks nice.
Yeah, there's like 4 dogs running around too, which is kind of fun. They like run up and like ask for pets, and you're just like, oh, puppies. My day is better.
Nice. Yeah, I like the unfinished look too. The beams on the ceilings, that kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, very industrial, minimalistic.
All right. Are we waiting for people? Do we want to
I
do the
think we can
meeting?
get started. Yeah. Do we want to do the triage or do we want to go through the agenda?
I don't have a strong opinion as to which comes first, to be honest.
Let's do the triage first. It's hard to, it's easy to time box it.
Yeah.
Does anybody want to share the screen? I will take that as a no. I'll do it just 1 second. Closing things.
Thank you.
Indeed.
Okay. Share screen. Can everybody see my screen? Did I get a thumbs up? Okay.
Yep, we can see it.
Okay. Let me open chat also. I'll paste links. Okay. Cool. Sort least recently updated. Yeah, it's good. Horizontal auto scaling for controller manager. Do we have this? I think somebody added to the chart. Perhaps. HPA chart.
Big Red closed.
Hmm.
Oh, is HPA, is that a official K8s thing or is that a third party thing?
I think it's an official one, but
It
Is
is
it-
official.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I think looks like somebody opened it and it went stale. Yeah. Okay, so leave the issue open or close it. Any preference? Oops.
Can you open the issue real quick?
Yep.
Okay.
I will also paste this.
Did we get any more +1s?
No, just this comment and the links from the PR. I think
Hmm.
there were 2 PRs. Yeah, 3 PRs. 3 PRs.
Random people really wanted it.
No, I mean it's the same person.
Oh, same person. Okay. So sorry.
Oh no, a different person. Oh, I mean the PR authors are the same person.
Oh, yeah.
The issue.
I mean, it can be useful.
Yeah.
But-
All right, just leave it open then. Triage.
Or, but it'll probably just sit there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, or we just close it. And if somebody wants to revisit it, they'll open another issue or just reopen this.
Maybe we should close it. That way people can.
Okay, so I'll just say closing. Feel free to reopen if we need to revisit this. Does that sound good? It looks like I got a plus. Closing. All right, next one. Drop the link in chat if anybody needs it. Is there a way to warn pods to not use service accounts with cluster role bindings?
So I think I basically said no.
Yeah, I don't think so because there's like multiple levels down, right?
Yeah, and like I just use group membership, right? So you don't necessarily know what roles an individual user even has. So
Okay, so close is not planned, won't fix, can't repro, duplicate still.
yeah.
Okay. Cool. Where did it go? Okay. Dropping in the chat. For consummation combination only ordered on that count. Yeah, I think we talked about this before. Okay, so it sounds like this is for enabling audit match kind only by default, and then it could be disabled if somebody needs to.
Are
I don't-
we okay with that? Oh, okay.
I mean, my objection, as stated in the bug, still stands, but I
Uh-huh.
also wonder if this issue is still salient, or is it still causing anyone grief at this point, the current state of affairs?
I mean, I don't think so because they couldn't just set the flag, right? But yeah, by default, it'll be slower, but removes the surprise element. Any other thoughts on this? So just leave it open, or
I think this is the same issue as the other one, the HPA one, where
yeah.
we're looking for signal, right? And I personally, I'm fine with the current state of affairs, so I would put won't fix, but I was never the one who wanted this anyway, right? Kind of the opposite.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely possible, and then users do want it, but yeah, I mean, there's definitely the drawbacks, like you mentioned.
So I would say like, yeah, we could say closing for now. If, feel free to reopen if there's interest. I don't
Sure.
know.
Yeah, if there is any
We still probably need this. I think Oren was interested in it, but I don't think it ever got.
Oh, did it get closed? Oh, was this the one that we we were debating about request versus request versus requests?
No, no, really.
I think it was very, very close.
Oh, no.
Or Oren was just debating on this, that, yeah.
Why did he close it?
Maybe
I think I
got
closed it. Looks like it just went stale.
Oh,
So, I mean, somebody can take this on. I think we just need to get the to agree on the wording. That's about it. If I remember correctly, that was the only reason. Because it already had two LGTMs.
Yeah.
or what did he name it today?
That one.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure there's
What was
probably rebase issues too.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
What was it? Request. I don't remember now.
Requests in flight. I think in flight, in underscore flight.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it looks less. Yeah, I can reopen it and then we can see if there's too many merge conflicts. But yeah, we'll have to
Okay,
deal with merge
yeah.
conflicts. Should I reopen it?
Like, as in, like, someone will keep working on the PR based on what Oren already did,
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
or
do you
just
wanna
take over the PR?
Yeah, I mean, I think we'll need to take over, either like create a new PR or push into Oren's PR. Yeah, I think we should check with Oren before pushing into his
Mhm.
bridge.
Sounds good.
So maybe I'll just add him. Is it okay to push to your bridge to complete this? Okay. So we'll keep this one open then.
Mm.
Okay, next one.
I think we have try cancel template now. I think this is fixed.
Okay, so I'll close it.
Let's see, what is he?
349. Oh, it's not a issue. Oh, I thought that was an issue. There's a line number.
Okay, so yeah, it looks like I responded saying, hey, it should be this and that.
But looks like
But
we
I
didn't
don't
do the
know.
work.
Yeah, well, it's unclear if anyone's done the work. Yeah.
Okay, because I don't see a PR linked to this one, so I don't think it's.
Yeah, or someone just failed to
Yeah.
tag it. Because we definitely have try cancel. I know that for sure.
I mean, do we have try cancel template? I think that's what this is for.
Yeah. I'm almost positive. I can check real quick, but try cancel.
Yeah, it looks like we have it. Yeah, try cancel template.
So I'm like reasonably sure I wouldn't have let this one go if before being satisfied, but
Yeah, let's see this one. Yeah, 1160. Yeah, it's not tagged in here. Yeah, I think we are good on this one. Yeah.
yeah, let's close it out.
Okay. Okay, fixed in. What is this? No. Okay. A lot of progress today.
Yeah.
Regular language limitations and disallowed references errors.
Yeah. Is this a conf test thing? Yeah.
Constraint. Oh yeah, conf test.
I wouldn't want to open up the base Rego stuff to arbitrary data.star storage of data or calls for a couple of reasons. One is like security and isolation. Another is having control over which routes of the addressable space users use is kind of what allows us to revamp how templates work under the hood, which we've leveraged for performance improvements previously, right? So we'd be giving up a lot if we gave up control over the rough structure of OPA's namespaces and constraint templates.
Okay, so sounds like close is not planned.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other comments on this one? Okay. This one. Good. Enabled access to user infrastructure from mutation aside.
Extension.
Is this mutating with the user info? Like, do we have it in external data? Yeah,
Still
like
trying to grasp what they're saying here. Lay the groundwork for possible extension, system integration, useful user structure or mutation phase. When creating a pod that has a particular label, I can add a sidecar that intercepts the request and be enriched with requesting users for, I'm guessing, additional authorization. So we have some, like there's specific thing, like we do allow referencing the user. And then, yeah, external data for stuff that goes beyond the boundaries of the object. Oh, this might be where I... Do we... right. So not the external data provider, but APIs, mutations, V1 beta 1, value probably, value from metadata and external data. Okay.
Oh, yeah, there's from metadata also, but I don't think it would get the user, right?
Yeah, which, unless there's a lot of interest in this particular feature, which there might be, but so the problem with this with shift left obviously is there's no user, right? There's no requesting user, and there's other issues around if you delegate to a controller, right? Like think deployments creating pods, sometimes the requesting user is actually a service account, not the original user.
Right.
So there's a lot of difficulty around that model, just like trying to use it as a user. But it's not like completely from left field either, right? Like you can imagine labeling a resource with the creating user just as a way of,
I think that's why one of the use cases is external data. So they
Mhm.
could just do this like locally. So external doesn't, I guess it doesn't need to call out like externally.
how would external data get the creating user?
So we have the, what is it called?
To modify set or something.
So data source as username.
Oh, that's where that,
Right. So we did this specifically for this scenario because the username comes from the admission request, not the object inside it. While the mutation just gets the object, not the admission request.
yeah, so I guess if we wanted to add it,
I mean, it's possible today through external data. So external data can get the user and then send to, I don't know, some other provider, and that can return
yeah,
back
I
the
mean,
username basically.
not doing the network hop is good,
Yeah.
but like this is what I think what I'm saying is, given that we're using it for external data, we've already gone down the rabbit hole I was talking about just a little bit ago. And obviously avoiding the network hop is good. But I haven't seen people like nudging us on that issue. So seems useful, but I don't know if there's signal to prioritize it.
Yeah. Do we want to comment with the, hey, this is available in external data? If there's more interest, we can add to the mutation core.
Yeah, I mean, just so that people know there's a way to do it, I guess. As I said, like I would tend to avoid external data if it was purely just the username.
Yep.
But like external data would also like get the groups.
Username. I mean, should we close this issue or just leave it open?
I would leave it open as a feature request, I guess. I don't know, like what makes it more leave openable than say the HPA,
Right.
but it does kind of feel that way to me, and at least in the sense of it's an idea for developing something that is gatekeeper specific. That
I guess once we have the stale bot, I mean, that's going to kind of take care of itself by removing these automatically, right? And then unless the users want those features.
Yeah.
Okay, I commented this one. Any comments? Oh, I didn't mean to close it.
Or did you? I think you meant it.
Yeah. And I just get used to it.
The purple.
Yes, very nice color. Okay, looks like we are on time now.
Good progress.
Ooh.
I will stop sharing and we can go to the agenda. And then if there's time, we can always come back.
Your screen or just generally you're going to stop sharing?
My screen.
Ah, okay.
Cool. What is on the agenda?
It looks like there's release, wanting to move. I think that's an example external data provider.
Yeah, I
that's
think
it.
last time we said we cut our C1 release, and then we wanted to give a week for sort of like grace period. Are we okay to cut to 390 today?
Yeah, I haven't heard anyone complain.
I think we also did announce and then tweet about it. Hopefully people get a chance to try it out.
So things in the PRQ that would not land in this release then, right?
No, we already have a branch. So we
Right,
will just
right.
cut it.
Okay, yeah, I just want to confirm.
Okay, so we'll cut it today. And Ernest, did you want to talk about the template?
Yeah, so I created an example template for external data providers last week. So it's just a very simple, like a boilerplate template for external data. So anyone who wants to create external data providers can use this template. They can just go on GitHub and press the use this template button, and then it'll clone the repo. So yeah, feel free to take a look. But our end goal is to move it from my personal account to the Open Policy Agent org, if that's possible. So
Did we
folks
have-
can.
Oh, good. Sorry.
Yeah, so the goal is to just move it to Open Policy Agent, and people can also contribute to it by making pull requests.
Did we have example code already somewhere?
Yeah, we do, but that's like there's a dummy providers in Gatekeeper.
Mhm.
That
Oh, for
is-
the unit test.
Yeah.
Sorry, go.
We only use it for testing. It gets very complicated because people copy paste it and then they get a little confused with the underscore invalid and all that stuff. Yeah, with the template repo, it comes with make files, mutation example, validation example, Docker file, charts,
Yep.
basically
Yeah,
like a
end-to-end
one-stop shop.
tests.
Yeah, end-to-end
Yeah.
tests. Yeah.
Yay.
So I think I have the permission to create repo, but I just want to check in and see if everyone is good with the template first. Or
Oh, sorry, go.
sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I'm not 100% sure if it's for creating repo if the vote threshold or whatever the criteria is present in this meeting or not. Assuming it is, I'm for it.
Should we start in maybe, I mean, this is what other communities do, right? They start an email and just ask in the email, and so that anyone who has an objection, they can raise it. Otherwise is lazy consensus.
Yeah, I think we've done this using GitHub issues historically, we being OPA.
Oh, sure, that works.
Sounds good.
Which repo do we do this in?
Community maybe? Does that sound good, Peter?
It might need to be in the OPA repo, right? Because I think there's that governance doc and it lists the repos and who's an owner of what repo. And so this would be changing that to add this repo to that doc, as well as adding the repo generally. I'm assuming we want to own the repo.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Can you
And-
can you share some links? I don't see it in the open repo.
Let me see. And there's probably also like things with naming conventions, probably.
Or something, yeah.
You can look, we just migrated over the setup OPA repo. So I think there should be something around that if we want to look at that as a template.
So I found the
Which one?
maintainers.md. Go ahead.
Can you link to, Peter, can you link to what you're referring to? Oh, there's setup OPA. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, there's an issue. I just found it. Okay. Put it in the chat.
Okay, yeah, that's the one I'm looking at. Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think there's a list in here of what we need. So if we just copy that list, that should be good.
Yeah, I
Sounds
think
good.
this is useful. Thanks, Peter.
Yeah, sounds good. So sounds like the next step is to open an issue just like this with a checklist, and you're good. Okay.
Works for me.
Ernest, are you okay to open that issue?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, thank you.
Cool. Does that pretty much settle that until whatever votes happen?
Until you get enough votes.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of interesting. Yeah.
What's this?
Like I don't actually know what the minimum number of votes is.
I think it's like greater than 50% or something like that.
Okay.
But I don't know if it's because like everything's kind of like sharded among owners, right? So I don't know if it's all maintainers across OPA or if it's like owners of Gatekeeper because it's just purely meant to be a Gatekeeper thing. I think it's probably the former, but
I'm sure no one's gonna vote it down. So like needing that actual number probably is arbitrary.
unless it's like a process objection, like I vote this down because why am I voting on this?
Also, Oren and Will are still on the maintainers list, so I'm not sure if they're gonna vote.
Yeah, we
That's a
should
good.
also talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah, especially like Will, since he's no longer at Google, right? Like, does he keep his maintainership? If he does he vote as an independent party? Is there like a vote to figure it out? Or is it just like he's there until expiry? Yeah, what's the thing there?
Well, I think it depends. Like, first question is does he intend to keep working on Gatekeeper? And if he has no intention of it, then we just move him directly to emeritus status. But if he still intends to work on it, then yeah, then it becomes a discussion of if he becomes an independent contributor, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I think his primary thing is now grad school. I don't know if he ever, had a hard out like I'm done, don't contact me. But in terms of proactive stuff, obviously I don't want to like speak for him. So yeah, and I'm not. I don't know if I got a clear absolutely no or absolutely yes for that.
Yeah, because with Oren, I remember that was like he was going to try to implement OPA and try to get back into being a maintainer full time. And so yeah, but with Will, it sounds like he's probably in hiatus for at least a year.
I'd imagine, like,
yeah,
I'd imagine he'd be pretty distracted. It's definitely not my expectation that he continue to be involved. I just don't want to, as I said, like put words in his mouth.
Yeah, I think he said goodbye in the in the
Yeah,
Slack.
He
Yeah.
did.
So
Okay, well, there you go.
Like,
So I mean, I think that's a vote amongst the gatekeeper maintainers if we want to move them to maintain emeritus status. But yeah, sounds like the right call.
Sounds good.
Yeah, and I think Oren
Max, you want to do the honor?
of doing
It-
the calling the vote.
It feels appropriate that it's coming from you than anyone else.
and I think Oren's one expired too. I think it's the year, right?
Yeah, at 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that?
Well, yeah. So he had transferred to Apple the last time we renewed, and so he's like, because Apple, I think, was saying like, let
Yeah.
us go through whatever processes before we clear, and so like you can contribute, but just not in a significant way. And I think that's still the situation, right? They're still going through whatever they need to go through.
Sounds good. Yeah, speaking of maintainers, I'm also won't be a maintainer anymore. I think I am leaving Microsoft next week, and I don't think I'll have the privilege to continue being the maintainer of Gatekeeper and other repos. So it's been great working with all of you for the past half a year.
Yeah, likewise.
Yeah.
We're gonna miss you, Ernest.
Thanks. Yep.
I'm not accepting this yet.
First stage is denial.
Nope, not happening.
Is this your way of getting us to fast track that vote for the new repo?
Yeah. Yeah. Just want to get everything done and like nice and done. So yeah, I'm super
For
proud
all
of
your contributions.
I'm super proud of what we have achieved, especially on the external data features. So yeah, thanks for everything.
Yeah, you did a good job with them. All right, so yes, I guess a vote for moving Will to emeritus and Ernest as well. Do we want to just like do a package deal thing?
And let's just create one PR and yeah.
It's funny that Ernest is not actually on the list.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Oh geez.
We have to add him and then move him. Need 2 PRs.
Hurry up, push a PR to add yourself, and then a couple days later we'll remove it.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
All right, do we want to do that or just like add directly to emeritus? I just want to make sure joke or serious.
I actually don't. I mean, I don't remember. Okay, let's look at history.
I mean, I don't think we ever did that.
Yeah, I have no objections either way. I just want to know what's happening.
Yeah, I don't really know. I'm okay either way.
What is your preference, Ernest?
I mean, I was only a maintainer for like 4 months or something. Is it even okay to put me on the emeritus?
Well, I think like particularly if we vote you in as a maintainer and then vote you to emeritus, right? If you want to be like really rigid about that, then absolutely it's okay. Like there's no timing requirement as far as I know for emeritus.
Yeah, like Craig was moved down. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the dot I's cross T's in me says like it's an easier story if we do that, right? Like then there's like 0 questions anyone can raise. But the part of me that's like, it's all the same anyway.
So you said there's like a voting process for maintainer as well?
Yeah. So I think what we could do is we could just, in the thing, the one that moves Will to emeritus, we can also add you as maintainer, right? And that's one vote. And then we can just, in a second vote, add you to emeritus. And then there's like definitely votes for everything.
Sounds good.
Does that work for everyone?
Yep, works for me.
Cool. All right, anything else? We got 12 minutes left. I see lots of mute microphones.
Crickets.
Maybe some Prime Day sales reflections in people's glasses.
Hey, I got a good deal on some like organic vegan protein shakes. Okay.
Nice. Yeah, I bought or I've ordered some Sony noise canceling that was a WM1004 or something like that. The earbuds.
The in-ear ones or like the bigger ones?
In-ear ones.
Oh, okay.
From Best Buy though.
Oh, so that's not even Prime Day. I think that the other stores are also doing like anti-Prime Day deals, like Walmart has been doing it. I think Best Buy is also.
Yeah,
I hope that they're called that, like anti-Prime Day deals. Like I hope that like they're specifically being like, no, Amazon, you can't have all the business.
Well, also like a lot of the non-Amazon stuff is actually not cheaper. It's mostly just like made by Amazon that's like a lot cheaper. I guess that makes sense.
It's $70 off of their usual price. So that was pretty good. But yeah.
I mean, it kind of tells you like either they're losing a lot of money or the margins were like really big. I'm guessing they're losing money.
All the margin.
Yeah. I think that they're like trying to probably bet on the services, right? So like if you buy like something and then they'll make money from the music or video, whatever, right? The Prime itself too.
You're saying if they're able to slash prices, they're losing money, or
yeah, it's losing money on the device, say like Echo or something like that, but they might make money from the Prime because you sign up for Prime to be able to buy it with the discount, and then you keep going because the Prime benefits for like music and shipping and all that stuff.
Oh, do you need to be a Prime member for the
Oh yeah,
Prime Day deals?
I think so. Yeah. From the Prime Day deals, I think you need to be a Prime member. I don't know if 100% are like that, but some of them are like specifically for Prime members.
Yeah.
Who's not a Prime member?
Yeah.
I heard a metric somewhere that they have half of America at this point. I don't know if it's
Only
true or
half.
not.
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, so we are kind of cheating. My wife's parents are a member, so and then we are in their household. I mean,
By the way, this is recorded.
I don't think
This will be on
Amazon is
YouTube.
gonna watch
Yeah,
that.
this will be on YouTube.
I think that's like
I
a
just
very,
cut
very common thing.
Yeah, but yeah, when they say half of America, do they mean by population or by households? Because that is
Probably household. Yeah, like household, I would imagine. Because I don't think they have 150 million just US subscribers. I think they only have about that number of subscribers globally.
It probably a lot of them are like sharing Netflix passwords. That's gonna sort of deal too, right?
No.
Yeah, who doesn't share their subscriptions with at least 4 people?
Yeah.
You are not doing you're not doing your duty. You're not sharing.
All right, Peter.
I hope everyone's sharing their Netflix with at least 4 people.
I mean, I think there's like that's why there's like the screen limits, right? The standard is like 2 screens, so you can't.
Or I think they look at your IP address to make sure you're in like the same location.
Oh, I don't
close
think
enough.
so.
I think so. That's why they started controlling it. Like, say if you're in California and someone's in New York, and you're using it at the same time. I mean, I can't prove this obviously, but
Let's test it out. Why don't you share your password with me?
But some of that's got to be expected, right? Like you go on like a business trip or something.
I mean,
Yeah, I
they're
think
getting
so.
smarter, right? They're getting smarter to track down these things.
Yeah, I think they're going to crack down on this.
Yeah.
Because it's too, I think they're losing money now, so I think they're going to crack down on this. But how though? Like that seems kind of weird.
Well, no, how without upsetting people? That's the key here.
Yeah,
'Cause
it's
if they
definitely going to
upset too many
upset.
people.
Yeah.
Right. The more
I mean,
people they
it
upset,
did.
the more people will go to Disney Plus, and then
Yeah.
It did upset a lot of people, and that's why they left.
I think it's the content that's why people
But
left.
Stranger Things, hello.
it was good. It was good.
Spoiler alert.
I know. Now I'm like, oh, the next season. I'm just like, oh no, this is such a big cliffhanger. I need the next season already. So,
Are they?
Doing it-
The next is like the last, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought this was
actors
going
are
to be
too
the
old.
last. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
the actors
wait.
are just way too old.
Well, what's the last one?
The next
5?
season 5. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They can't have like Stranger Things College Edition or whatever.
They're too old.
But well, like no time has progressed in storyline time, but the actors are all like 5 years older now.
Yeah,
So they're still high schoolers.
I mean, some of them are like 30 years old, and then like 20 years old in the thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Time. Anyway. Shall we call it?
Yeah.
Cool.
I think all useful information ended 10 minutes ago.
Disagree. Started 10 minutes ago.
Cool. All right, everyone. See you.
Good
Talk
to
later.
see you. Bye.